Hello, Bella. Don't worry, we're going to go for a walk right after this. I just had to film a quick thing for the students because I haven't done anything yet today. And I want to tell them about this site called Vegan Street. Okay? Can you wait for me? Thank you. Hello, students. I just realized I have never shown you this site, and I thought I would just quickly show it to you. It's called veganstreet.com, veganstreet.com. Now, the reason I want to show it to you is they have really great vegan memes here. Let me just go down here and show you the type of artwork they have. They're all in the shape of these squares, and they talk about all kinds of different subjects. But let's enlarge this a little bit and give you a close-up. Let's say you're doing a project in school and you want to tell people why eating meat is not good for you. Here is a quote, and you can look at this. Eating this could take 35 minutes off your life. Researchers from the University of Michigan School of Public Health found that eating processed meats will shorten your lifespan, while eating fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and legumes will lengthen it. Now, I know what you're thinking, that this looks good. I know it tastes good, but really what's in it that makes it taste good is just the fat, and it is the salt. But look at this. Here's another one. I like this. Eating this could add 33 minutes to your life. So you can show these, for example, in a project in context. Researchers from the University of Michigan School of Public Health found that eating processed meats will shorten your lifespan, while eating fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and legumes will lengthen it. So it's the same exact words, right? But what is this? It's a peanut butter and jam sandwich, and it's made on whole grain bread. So eat whole grains, and the kind of jam that you should get should have the least amount of sugar possible. I suggest just mushing up fruit directly and putting it in there. And your peanut butter should also be the kind of peanut butter that doesn't have any sugar added. That's the kind that I get. Basically, the ingredients in my peanut butter is just peanuts, squished up. Here's another one. 56 more pizzas have been topped with vegan proteins in the last year. So that's really cool. You see, this might look like a non-vegan pizza to you, but vegan pizza looks exactly the same. We now have vegan meats and vegan cheeses. Personally though, I would put veggies on this. I think it is lacking in veggies, but if it's gonna help you to stop hurting animals, then whatever. Do what you gotta do, whatever works. Here's another one about a whale. Swim free, Amaya. The youngest orca born into captivity at SeaWorld San Diego has died at age 6, also in captivity. She never knew freedom. Please stop supporting industries that exploit and harm these innocent beings. So remember, the address is veganstreet.com. Here we have something else. When our son was little, he never once asked, "Why can't I eat meat?" But he frequently asked, "Why do so many people eat animals?" Children are naturally kind. You see, we're born vegan. I keep telling you guys that. We are all born vegan. We never wanted to eat animals. Our parents just gave them to us. We didn't know what was going on. We never consented to have them murdered. I know I never wanted to eat any lambs or chickens or cows or pigs. Once I found out, it just felt really weird. But then, you know, when you find out, you're kind of used to it. So what's important is that you go back to your roots as quickly as you can. Here's another one. Look at that. You see that? Eco footprint. More than 60% of our food carbon footprint comes from animals. If everyone switched to a plant-based diet, the world would save up to 8 billion tons of carbon dioxide annually and use 76% less land. And it says the source then, there on the bottom, a UN report. Here's another one. Things you shouldn't worry about on Friday the 13th. These are, you know, that date people say, oh, bad things happen, and there's all these ridiculous things that people talk about that make no sense. So you should not worry about black cats, sidewalk cracks, Jason, who's from a horror movie, ladders. People say, oh, don't walk under a ladder, you'll have bad luck or something crazy. Spiders are not bad luck, and the number 13 is actually not bad luck either. Here, things that it is okay to worry about. Melting ice caps, animal agriculture, wildfires, climate change, species extinction, COVID-19. Right? Makes sense to me. All right. So this is sort of a play on those things when you have to sign in. Sometimes at TikTok, they ask you to do these things. You have to click on things. So it says here, select all squares with beings who deserve to live. If there are none, click skip. All right. So click all of the squares where you think the animals deserve to live. You all think dogs deserve to live, right? But what about fish? What about cows? Chickens? What about pigs? I guess most of you think that cats and dogs deserve to live, but the others don't. That's called speciesism. That's prejudice. That's wrong. You should not be prejudiced against animals just because of the way they look. That's ableism. Just because they're differently able doesn't mean they should be our victims. Here's one. Let's see what this says. How to meet meat eaters on their level. So the guy on the left says, since you're eating your tofu burger, I'm going to eat 2 beef burgers to make up the difference. Well then, I'll eat 4 tofu burgers to make up for your 2 vegan burgers, beef burgers rather. Okay, that's an interesting take. Because, you know, people on the left, they're such idiots. There are so many people like that. You all know them. They're in my comment section. They just look like fools. I mean, what kind of a grown man would say that? Just doesn't make sense. Because this guy is vegan phobic and he doesn't like this guy, he's going to, instead of just being upset with him, he's going to actually hurt the animals who are the victims. And that doesn't make any sense at all. All right, here's something. Dump the dogs. Remember, we're looking at Vegan Street for the different types of memes that they have here that you can use in projects. This one says, in the largest study of its kind ever conducted, it was discovered that avoiding processed meats reduces your chance of heart disease by 18%, while eschewing red meat reduces your chance of heart disease by 9%. Interesting, isn't it? Let's go on here. Thanks to a new animal welfare law, bacon is about to get a lot more expensive in California. Starting in 2022, pork sold in California will have to come from pigs that have been given enough room to move. Few existing pig farms will be able to comply, which will cause bacon prices to skyrocket. That's an interesting way to look at it. Far better would be for all of the residents of the world to declare that eating animals is wrong and barbaric, and we should stop completely. All right, let's talk about this. Here's one. The power of nuts. Brazil nuts are nature's leading source of selenium, which helps to strengthen your immune system, improve your skin and your muscle tone, and lift your mood and energy levels. Plus, they're packed with protein. So there you go. Go ahead. Eat some Brazil nuts. But don't eat too many. If you want to know why, go and read Dr. Greger's book, which is called How Not to Die. If memory serves me correctly, you should probably only eat, I think the maximum is 3 a day, something like that. But if you eat those, then you're in very good health. Just don't overdo it. Here's another one. No, the world isn't perfect. There are many flawed systems and people, and becoming vegan is not going to solve every ill. There will still be injustices, ecological damage, and violence inflicted on others. That doesn't give anyone a pass to keep causing harm, though. Imperfectly, we are compelled to be as kind as possible. Right? So some of you might remember that a TikToker whose name is Call Me Chris said to me, well, you're using a non-vegan marker. And the truth was that the marker had said on it that it is not tested on animals. But what's in the marker I didn't know. And because they don't say whether they're vegan or not. And you think about it, so many things that we use have animal products in them. But that doesn't mean that we shouldn't try our best. You know, we all make mistakes. I probably have some clothes in my cupboard that still have maybe some of the dyes in them. Some of the colors that they're made of might not be vegan. I don't know. But going forward, we can do our best. Like, for example, if you're shopping for shoes, you can go online and choose some vegan shoes. And you'll know that they are not made with glue that comes from animals and that sort of thing. Do your best. But the easiest thing is 3 times a day. 3 times a day you can choose to be kind and not cruel. So here are some more. I'm not going to go and read them all, but you get the idea. The site is called, do you remember what it's called? Vegan Street. Think of Sesame Street. Everybody knows that show from when we were kids. This is called Vegan Street. So you can get all kinds of images there. They talk about the plastic waste in the oceans and how it's designed to specifically kill animals. This is so sad. 46% of all the plastic waste in the oceans consists of discarded fishing nets. And here they're talking about the end of the dairy industry. Dairy sales are flat or falling. Their products are being squeezed off the shelves by plant-based alternatives, and dairy producers need tens of billions of dollars of government subsidies each year just to stay afloat. How long can they keep going on like that? The government should not be subsidizing these kinds of industries at all. So we're talking about just different types of vegan meats and different kinds of comics and stuff like that. Mommy, where does our milk come from? Well, vegan's milk comes from hemp seeds, and it comes from oats, flax seeds. It comes from rice. There's rice milk, there's cashew milk, and there's coconut milk, and there's soy milk. So yeah, that's the kind of milk you should be getting. There's so many different kinds. Don't get milk that comes from herding cows. How people think vegans eat and how vegans really eat. Yeah, vegan burgers, guys. Definitely. Plant-based meat sales are growing 6 times the rate of animal-based meat sales. Look at that. All right. And New York City, I think New York City actually did elect this mayor in the end. I'm not sure, I'm Canadian, so I'm not right up to date. But we were talking about Canada Goose and how Canada Goose should be fur-free. We're talking about animals, all kinds of things. Just, you get the idea. So many different ones. All right, so you guys go and check out this site if you can. It's called veganstreet.com. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel. After you subscribe, don't forget to press the notification bell. That's really important. So it'll go bing in your phone and you'll know that a new video has gone up. And often I do these as premieres so that I can talk to you guys in the comment section and listen to your questions, and you can tell me all about your amazing vegan experiences. See you soon. Bye for now. Do, 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 do.